Yeah. Thanks again, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It's your boy Richard. Today I'm in the kitchen again, and I'm gonna make for you a honey sesame seed glazed chicken with coconut rice. Okay, I keep putting coconut rice out there, guys, because I know white rice is not a rice that we typically cook with coconut milk. But I'm telling you, if you ever try that, you will stop eating it barefoot. You're gonna stop adding coconut cream to it all the time. Not only just that we're adding coconut cream, but we're putting the raw, fresh coconut milk that we grate. Okay, I have here set aside some coconut that I grated earlier on. Okay, so we're gonna squeeze that out. We're gonna use that to cook our rice, and it's gonna complement this dish, give it a nice kick, and that's what we're gonna do. So for this dish, what you're gonna need chicken thighs. Okay, the reason why is because as you know, chicken thigh is probably the most flavorable part of the chicken, along with the wings and maybe the thighs. Okay, so in this recipe you're gonna need some chicken thighs, a little bit of chili. The chili I won't incorporate it too much. It's more so gonna be in the glaze because I have kids and I don't want to make it too spicy. But what you're gonna need is some chili. You're gonna need some sesame seed. You're gonna need, shallot, ginger, garlic, some powder season. So what I have here for powder season, I have some chicken seasoning, I have onion powder, garlic powder, and I have some black pepper. Over here I have some brown sugar, and on the other side I have dried thyme. You're also going to need some scallions. Okay, you're going to need a little bit of salt, and you're going to need 2 eggs along with a little bit of all-purpose flour. Okay, what we're going to do, I'm going to start by seasoning the chicken with the powder seasoning. Okay, I'm going to brush this all in. I'm going to add our salt. This is probably about a tablespoon, or teaspoon rather, of salt. I'm going to work this in, get a nice even coat, because these we're going to fry, right? I want to try to get them crispy. So I'm just trying to distribute the seasoning all over to get a even coat all over the meat. Okay, so I'm satisfied with that. I'm just going to set it aside, and I'm going to start chopping some garlic and my shallots along with some ginger. So as you know, shallot is a blend of onions and garlic, right? It's a combination of the two. That's how it tastes. So we want to make this really fine because we want to have it adhere to the chicken parts, or the chicken legs. So we want to dice it up really small, so when we fry, we'll fry some of it on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and guys, this one is gonna knock your socks off. If you don't wear socks, they're gonna knock your boots off. It's gonna be super delicious. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. I'm just gonna scoop it, dump it on my chicken. Then I'm gonna go for my garlic. A light smash. Bring out all that natural oil and the garlic, okay? The more pasty you can get it is the better. So now we're gonna whisk 2 eggs together. We're gonna pour it over our chicken. And the reason why we're doing this is because we're gonna add some flour. So we want our chicken to absorb as much of that flour as possible. So now we have our shallots, we have our garlic. We want to get everything nicely coated with the egg wash. Okay guys, so now that we have the egg incorporated in our mix, we're gonna go and we're gonna add some flour. This is plain flour. We're gonna do a sprinkle over the chicken. And if you want, you can season the flour as well. There's really no need for it, but if you're just one of those people who like the extra flavor, you can go ahead and do so. I'm gonna get a nice even coat over the chicken. You don't want to make it too soggy and you don't want to make it too dry. You want to get a nice even blend. Just like you're making fried chicken, right? Nice. This is what you want to have it looking like when you're done, guys. So now we have all that shallot and scallion, sorry, the shallot and garlic clinging to the chicken. We're gonna go and warm up some oil and then we're gonna get this frying, okay? Stay tuned, guys. Okay guys, we're gonna add some vegetable oil. You can use whatever oil you want, but I rather use a vegetable oil because olive oil will burn a little bit too hot, and you want to get on a medium heat so that it'll cook evenly without burning. Okay. Because I don't want to flash fry them, I want them to cook. So this is the only cooking they're getting, right? So we want to make sure that they're cooked properly. So you just want to go ahead and place them in there. Make sure that everything is nicely cooked. Don't put too much because you don't want it to boil, you want it to fry, okay? Okay guys, so this is the texture that you want to have when you're removing them from the oil. This is well cooked. They also have a nice golden texture on the outside. You have a nice flaky texture from the flour. It's almost like a popcorn style, okay? We're going to remove the ones that are fried. Place them on some paper towel to remove the excess oil. And then we're going to repeat the process with another batch. Okay, now so we're going to season our coconut cream to cook our plain rice. Okay, we're going to add maybe a teaspoon of butter. I'm gonna put a little bit of table salt, just a little bit. A little dash of brown sugar. And some diced green onion. This you could also put in once the rice is cooked. But if you want some additional flavor, it's best to have it cooked in the rice. And also we're going to add a stem of thyme. Give it a light stir so you can dissolve that sugar. And you're going to taste to make sure that you have adequate amount of salt. I'm going to bring this to a boil and then I'm going to add the rice. So we're going to cook this on a low to medium heat. Okay guys, so now I've added my rice. I'm going to give it a light stir just to make sure that everything is nicely blended. And I'm going to come back and check in a couple of minutes. But it's already smelling nice, guys. I'm telling you, if you were on this side, you know exactly what I'm saying. So I'm just chopping some more shallots, ginger, just to make the sauce. I don't want to overpower it with ginger, so I'm just going to use a little bit and cut them really small. Because we want a little bit of that flavor in the oil, right? Or in the body that we're going to use. I have my green onions. Chop them real small. And then when it's time, we're going to saute this in a pot along with the chilies and all the rest of the ingredients. Okay guys, so now we want to add the remainder of our sugar. I'm not measuring anything, so just use your discretion. I'm going to add maybe about a teaspoon of honey. Right there. I'm going to add some sweet chili. Remember, this is all sweet, okay, so don't go overboard. A little bit of oyster sauce. And some soy sauce. Secondly, I'm going to add some cream. And what this is going to do is give the sauce some body. I'm going to just go ahead and whisk it. Make sure that everything is blended. The taste. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna parch my sesame seeds. So that your pot is hot. You're gonna toss the sesame seed in there. Okay, I could put some more. I just wanna get these toasty, okay? Toasty, toasty, toasty. You want to toast them a little bit to bring out that flavor in them, and you also want to get them a little crunchy. Alright, they'll pop. So you just make sure you keep stirring and turn the heat down if it's too high. You don't want them to burn, you just want them to get a little toasty. So I guess I could turn the fire off at this point because they're starting to change color and they're toasty enough. Just trying to get all that oil that's inside the sesame seed to start permeating out of the grain, so that when you bite into it, it gives you a crunchy texture. Okay, so these are good. I'm just gonna rest them to the side. I'm gonna start on my sauce. So what you're gonna need next, get the pan all nicely greased. Then I'm gonna add my shallots, my ginger, green onions in there. You want to get them just translucent, so you caramelize them just a bit. You can smell all that lovely flavor just permeating out of this pot, guys. I'm telling you, this chicken can't wait to go in and bask in this lovely sauce that we're gonna make. This is, like I said before, it's gonna knock your socks off, guys. If you have a lover that you want to keep, prepare this meal and they will never leave you, I promise you. Let me put up a little more heat on that pot. You don't want to burn it. You're just trying to get the flavor out of the seasoning that's there. And then we're going to add our chilies. And then we're going to add our sauce that we mixed earlier on. Alright, so now that this is all translucent, they're cooked, I'm just going to add our chili. Okay. With a nice stir. I left them just the way they are. You could cut them up if you want. In fact, maybe I'll cut this big one just to make it a little smaller so that it fits nicely. And guys, the longer you let this cook with the chili, is the more you're gonna get, the more of the chili flavor you're gonna get out of it. But because I have the youngsters, I won't let that happen. I'm just gonna get them lightly glazed, and then I'm gonna turn the heat down, and I'm gonna add a mixture. I'm gonna let this cook up for about 2 minutes. We don't need more than that. About 2 minutes. Okay guys, so now that we have this at a nice little boil, we're gonna add our chicken to it. I'm gonna do them individually, and I'm gonna stir it up so that everything gets a nice bath in this fantastic, delicious sauce. So we're just going to toss these around just so that it gets nice coat. Guys, I'm telling you, this is smelling like $1 million. Okay, I'm going to add some more. I mean, you could dump it all in if you want. The idea is just to get all of it coated evenly with some of the sauce, so I rather put them in individually. And what it does, guys, it absorbs all that moisture. So don't think you're gonna have it looking soggy and having too much sauce, okay? It's not gonna happen because you still have that floury crust on the chicken. So what it does, it absorbs most of the liquid, and then that's when you're gonna get the flavor. When you bite into the chicken, you're gonna get that pop of flavor. All right, so here we go, guys. The next step, what we're gonna do is take it off and we're gonna plate it, and I'll show you what it looks like when I add my sesame seed. I'm gonna just plate a little bit of it. I'm telling you guys, you should smell this flavor coming from the coconut cream. Now we're gonna plate some of it on the plate. I hope you're seeing all this beautiful texture, guys, that we have. It smells so good. Okay, guys, to finish this off, I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit of the toasted sesame seed just to give it that pop. And there you go, guys. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me at my table once again. I'm gonna dig in and I'm gonna tell you exactly how this tastes, okay? I'm gonna start with the rice. Well seasoned. You can taste the coconut, that little bit of flavor from the sugar. You can taste the herbs from the scallion and the thyme. Perfectly balanced. I'm gonna dig into the chicken. As you can see, guys, even though it's glazed with that sauce, it's still crispy. Wow. I feel like the Matrix, it hits you all over, guys. There's just so much going on. It's like it hits you here, it hits you there, it hits you there. You can taste the crunchiness from the sesame seed. You can taste the ginger. You can taste the shallot. You can taste everything just, oh my God. It's crunchy. Guys, I kid you not. I kid you not, guys. I won't even say anything else. Wow. I'm thinking about a career change. Guys, I am gonna leave the recipe in the description below. Okay? Follow this recipe step by step, and I promise you, I guarantee you guys, that if you do this, you're gonna come back and say, Rich, you know what? You know what you're talking about, bro. If I was wearing socks, they would be off. Because like I said, it would knock your socks off. But it didn't just knock my socks off, it knocked my slippers off. And I'm sure it's gonna do the same for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being engaged. Please like my channel, subscribe, and share with a friend, and stay safe. Peace and love. I'm gonna keep cooking just for you. Peace. Hmm.